For those who don't know, Joshy, not only is he one of probably the best human beings I know, he's kind, he's just one of the great men. He runs his own coaching business, but he has a really incredible story, being on an AFL list. He's played college ball for LSU in front of hundreds of thousands of people. Joshy Grad, mate, so welcome.
Thank you, lads, thank you. So I guess with my story, I think it really resonate with a lot of you but most of you play footy, right? I've played footy or played sport, but also just like the failures that you go through in life and how to turn that into a positive. So I grew up in a very small country town. My dad's a farmer, mum's a primary school teacher. Played footy like you do. Wasn't the most talented, I was skinny, but built my way up and ended up getting drafted to the Giants in 2011, like when we first came into the AFL. It's like sweet, like every kid's dream, right? About to potentially going to play AFL. Like we all knew the chances of playing were very high. We're playing in the NEFL, and I go to kick a ball. I'm getting tackled, kick the back of my leg and snap it in half. So I miss all the 2012 while everyone's playing games, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is the worst thing ever. Like, so close to fulfilling my childhood dream, and like, it never happened. I had a hip surgery after that. Another one 6 months later, got delisted with like 0 games to my name. And I remember at the time just being like, fuck, like what the fuck am I going to do with my life? But I've always been pretty positive. Like maybe I get this from my mum, but just a positive mindset and a positive outlook on everything. So I was like, okay, what am I going to do next? Opportunity arose to play college football, or get the opportunity to become a punter and earn your way to college football. So I dedicated myself to that for 12 months, ended up getting a full scholarship to LSU. Time of my life, played in front of 100,000 people, like I said, every second week. Got my degree in fitness studies, and then was potentially going to try and go to the next level, but then COVID happened and go back home. Life just completely did a 180. I go from playing in front of 100,000 people to living at home with my mum and dad at 27 years old, knowing, again, what the fuck am I going to do with my life? But I was like, you know what? Stay positive. What can we do with this opportunity? Obviously, it's COVID, so everyone's going through it. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to use this time to educate myself. So I got my strength and conditioning accreditation. I got my master's in sports performance. Fast forward, this is where things start to get a little bit more interesting. I'm like getting into coaching, and I'm posting videos of punting, like American football, and it's going so-so. But then I posted one video on kicking a footy. I was kicking a torp, and it just blew up. And from there, I was like, okay, I think we're onto something here. Doubled down on it, what was working, doubled down, kept posting the torp videos. All of a sudden, people were reaching out to me. I'm like, okay, I can turn this into something. So then the kicking consultant, right? Helping people improve their kicking for AFL and American football. So that was my brand for 4 years. And I was going along, but I knew that it was never going to be the end game. I was never really felt quite aligned. Like, got this background of being through these experiences. I knew I could help people more. So I started doing like the fitness, men's off-season footy programs, helping them get back in shape, everything like that. And that was really good. That was kind of in the back end. But I was always split. It was always kicking consultant, this fitness, what are you trying to be, and my business wasn't aligned. I was living in Melbourne, where you think things should be going great. You're in the footy hub, and I just didn't feel like it was where I wanted to be. And this is when I come across my former arch nemesis on TikTok, Time Train. We'd had a good relationship, but I see him on the flight to Adelaide for this game, and I'm like, there's something different about this guy than what it was 12 months ago when we'd previously maybe caught up. And we got chatting, and that game was really good for me. I was able to rebuild my body and document it, and played pretty well. Dominated. But then, we got chatting, talking about the business, and I was, when you meet Tom and you chat with him, you guys all know like the energy that he has, and I was like, all right, let's go for it. So now put my program through his app. Business has never been better, using the back-end systems, help with content, help with the nutrition side of things with the nutritionist, sub-coaches, all that sort of stuff that I've been able to learn and just help grow the business. Yeah, the uncomfortable things that might pop up in life, like going back to that Div 12 Resis game, that was a little bit uncomfortable for me to say yes to, because I knew the game was getting broadcast to thousands of people, and I built a brand around kicking. And I could have got exposed, right? Like, I could have got exposed, really, because when you film your content, you can edit it. You can, oh, it's a bad kick. We'll ignore that one. We'll post a good one. I was like, but said yes to it, and it was honestly the best thing because one, I rebuilt my body in my 30s, and now that's kind of like my selling point to a lot of men. And then obviously the connection with Tom. So always take a positive mindset. And then secondly, like, if you're feeling uncomfortable with a decision, it typically means it's the direction you should go through, because if you stay in your comfort zone, you won't get anywhere. And often the good things in life are on the other side of a bit of fear, a bit of discomfort. And if you know that, you know in your heart that's where you need to go, then go through it. So post your content, rebuild your body, have fun doing it, and thanks for listening.
Oh yeah.